Hello everybody, welcome! My name is Ursa and today we have to talk about something incredibly important and worrying. Possibly the biggest imminent threat in Civilization 6 now and previously. Possibly even in the future as well. It's Babylon. Now, we know Babylon is a menace. Babylon has this annoying ability to be able to just instantly get a tech. Like that. Bam! You give me a Eureka, I'll take the whole tech. Thank you very much. But at least it gets minus 50% science. However, this is the big however. We also know that the AI can go absolutely mad with Babylon, especially when one of two things is introduced. Either we take the difficulty of the game beyond Deity, say into level 10 or level 13 like we've seen multiple times on this channel, or we engage Roman Holiday's AI mod. It also has a habit of making Babylon play particularly well. So much so that if I play large games or games on a really hard difficulty, I will specifically stop Babylon from spawning because the AI can just be unstoppable. Ridiculous almost. But dear audience, wonderful people watching this video, I have something to tell you that I fear. Well, it's awful. It's terrifying. What if I told you that it's actually far worse than you thought? What if I explain just how overpowered Babylon is in the hands of Deity AI by showing you? This will not be a long series, but this will be an important series, because by showing you how powerful Babylon is in the hands of Deity AI, I'm going to show you two things. Firstly, we'll discuss a little bit as to why Deity is so difficult. And second, I'll explain that whilst we have feared Babylon this whole time, we haven't been fearing him enough. Not anywhere near enough. This is a 4-player mirror map on Deity difficulty, standard speed, no game modes on. And as we've seen recently when I played Grand Columbia, I have the human AI yields mod. This makes sure that I can play as Babylon and I am playing with the same Deity bonuses that AI plays with. I will show you personally why we should all be worried that Babylon is literally just in the room over, about to appear and kill us all. Let's just get cracking. So on turn 1, we'll realize that we have 5 warriors. That's what the Deity AI starts with. I will send them all off in different directions in order to start exploring the map. We're going to play Babylon as cleverly as possible. One thing I do know is that Deity bonuses give me plus 100% production, so I don't need to worry too much about production. I'm either going to settle on top of that hill or next to these 2 farm tiles. It's all about speed and momentum in this game, so I'm going to choose to settle on this tile, not on the maze because I want to start next to these farmable tiles, and not on the hill because I want to start on turn 1, not turn 2. Actually, that would be a turn 3 settle. It'd be even worse. So let's get the capital down. Now, I know what a lot of people think about Babylon. Well, yes, sure, you get the full tech if you get a Eureka, but minus 50%, that kind of makes it roughly equal, right? Wrong. You don't understand how much the AI has been cheating this whole time. Let's have a look at my science. It doesn't say minus 50%. It says minus 10%. Now, why is that? Well, the Deity AI gets a plus 40% science bonus, and they do not multiply, they add. So we start at 100%, we minus 50% because we're Babylon, and then we add 40% back in. That means when the AI plays Babylon, you might be thinking, oh, well, at least they don't have quite as much science, that's okay, they've got a minus 50% penalty. No, this entire time they have been running with only minus 10%. The cheaters. You'll also note that I have a builder. That is because my first 3 cities, well, they immediately will spawn with a builder, which is even better for Babylon because let's think about this. The Palgum, well, this is a rather good building. Housing, plus 2 production, and also plus 1 food on every single freshwater tile in a city. That's all 5 of these. I reckon we should just unlock it on turn 1, don't you? Yes, let's get building that right away. I also noticed there are 2 sugar over by these freshwater tiles over here, so that's where my settler is going to immediately go. Now, what am I going to research with my pretty much 100% science? Well, we'll go for the things that can't be boosted, starting with mining, because I'd like to get a mine down on this hill. Plus, mining unlocks a bunch of other boosts, like wheel and ironworking, and also apprenticeship. Oh yes, Babylon. Babylon has a lot of incredibly mythic paths when it comes to this sort of thing. Remember, in tribal villages, anytime you get a Eureka, you get a 3 tech. Oh, I thought if I said it, it would just happen. Never mind. Go on, give it to me now. Oh, I mean, gold is pretty handy, don't get me wrong. Oh yeah, that's right. By the way, we have irrigation. Don't forget that. We can immediately put a plantation down. And yes, don't forget, we have 100% production and gold. One of the main reasons why Deity AI is so fearsome. Mohenjo plus 1.4 culture in my capital. And Samarkand, plus 4 gold in my capital. And barbs. Well, it's a good thing I can't get any benefits from barbs. Oh wait, I can. It's bronze working. Here is city number 2. And there is another settler. Onwards you go. And another plantation. Look at my beautiful gold starting to pop up and up and up, and let's just get a Palgum immediately. Babylon up to 2 population, and city number 3. No free builder on this one. That's unfortunate, but never mind. We have a desert saddle. Very useful for later. Hunza. I didn't get first meet on Hunza. Never mind. But that's okay. I suspect that, because we know what mirror maps look like, there's going to be another 3 city-states there, a natural wonder in the middle, and then someone here, someone there, and someone there. Sometimes it's good that maps are a little bit predictable. A recon unit. Oh, lovely. We could get God King, but instead I'm going to get urban planning. Because yes, pantheons are good, but we're going to build a holy site and that'll get us more. Instead, +1 production in all cities is actually +2 production in all cities, which is pretty effective, so we'll run with that. Barb camp destroyed, era score gained, gold received. The Palgum is finished in my capital and construction is gained. And we also finished mining. Construction is boosted from the watermill. We now have lumber mills, very useful thing. Look, extra food on all of these tiles next to the river, and there's my first mine. In fact, we're going to pick up 3 mines as soon as we can. And to do that, I'm going to help myself to another builder. It's all about rushing apprenticeship. I'm sure you can all figure out roundabout why that would be. Let's get animal husbandry next. There's craftsmanship. I don't need any of that for now. Animal husbandry. Look, some horses. A source of horse is always good, but a lumber mill. Well, that's a lumber mill on turn 15. And Babylon's already up to 26 production, and that's not even everything, because we're also going to buy this random desert tile and put a mine on it, and that gives us apprenticeship, which means all of our mines have another production on them, and we can now build industrial zones. Yep, industrial zones on turn 15. What is this? Galling, more like. Planning out some industrial zones. It's important that we make as many of these as we can. 100% production always means more industrial zones are better. Chocolate Hills, there's astrology. Right in the middle of the map was indeed the natural wonder that I suspected. Kublai is to my direct north. Honor to meet you. There's writing. Now we want to start building as many districts as we can. The first one we build of every type gives us a 3 building in it. Very lovely. 3 turns on this industrial zone. We'll build a holy site here, and in a little bit we'll get the campus on this nice +3 tile. Horseback riding. Scout wants to kill me? Fine. There's iron working and bronze working. We got both, which means that probably I already have a mine on some iron. I do indeed. Well, that works out. Perfect. I will absolutely take that. Fantastic. Well, we need to think about getting as much iron in as possible, because a lot of our strategy involves going straight for mana arms. We're also going to boost battering rams by going for masonry, which is on this stone. All the while, I need to go and work towards foreign trade, get the trade route up, and potentially, if we can, send a trade route over to Kublai City. Not that I need a road in this direction. Not at all. Of course I don't. Hunza, just a little bit of extra gold. I'm not really bothering with suzerainship over people. A, I don't need the era score, and B, oh, I mean, there you go. There's the Eureka of the masonry. We don't even need to get the stone. I'll just chop it out then. Perfect. Well, that was easy. Hungary. Quite aggressive. Not a bad person to have next to me. We've got some barbs approaching from the south. That's why I kept like a couple of troops back. Now to get Magnus. Magnus is going to go into Babylon, and we're going to create a delicious settler hub. Bam. 2 turns for a government plaza. And start building Atamananki in this city. There's a lot of floodplain here, and I've got a pantheon that might just work. If everything goes properly, that is. Okay, the good thing is I kept my builder alive because I was very, very convinced this dust storm was going to rip some stuff apart, and so it has transpired. 3 tiles damaged. Oh, that's pretty brutal. Fine, we'll get another builder out quickly. And we'll get early empire. We need to get to political philosophy as fast as possible. And Magnus, provision time. Okay, the storm went over here, but it didn't break anything else. Oh no, it did. It removed another tile, but fine. It's all good. I don't mind. He says minding a lot. So Mari is going to finish the holy site, which gives me a bunch of faith. 6.5. That'll help massively. And we also want to make sure that we are getting some decent defenses in. So we'll go for a slinger, a sabuncutum, kibitum. I think that's a total mouthful. Oh yeah, no, it was this one. It was just all the tile improvements I just got rid of. Here's my unique unit. It's not very powerful, but it will do. And that's the most important thing. Wheel. Improvements. Just about fixed. Political philosophy now. Start getting some settlers. Also going to pick up Liang in Mari so that we can start pushing some better builders out. Builders are all key to Babylon's progression, which by the way is doing nicely. I'm on 14 techs to Matthias's 3. 14 techs in 24 turns. That's pretty quick even for Babylon, I think. Bologna. I will grab some science. Thank you. I swear this game is doing it deliberately. Flooding has destroyed my holy site. Well, it's destroyed the shrine, not the holy site. That's okay. And also the sugar. Canada. The last person. Canada's actually quite a good person person to have. Canada doesn't like to attack. The perfect opponent for Babylon. Great Bar finished on turn 25. That's not actually too bad, you know. Can I get the slinger kill? Oh, not quite. I need the slinger kill. Slinger kill is actually quite important. That's what gets me archery after all. Okay, there's the slinger kill. Archery. Excellent. Now we need to make 2 more archers. I can get a trade route from Rapaquem all the way through the mountain range, which is going to be very convenient as well. Also met Nazca, another faith city-state. Very good when you've got a lot of desert. Trade route away. That gives me currency, and oh look, goes through Mohenjo Blammo. What a shame that is. Wouldn't be terrible if I had to go through that city in order to get to Kublai. Okay, we can choose the Pantheon. There's lots of different options and things that would be quite good, but this city is going to turn into a giga city if I have reeds and marshes. Just watch it. Bam. Oh, the production here is now absolutely insane. And with Etamananki, it would get even bigger. So yeah, I'm pleased that I've made that choice. And the settlers are now appearing. I'm going to settle on top of that iron. Also make another quick warrior or 2. There's some more barbs appearing to the north. Barbs are by far the most annoying things to happen in this game. There's nothing we can't handle. That's, again, something that is proving problematic. Another flood. Another tile improvement removed. This time we're actually going to go autocracy because the bonuses in my capital are absolutely nuts. We'll keep discipline. We'll go urban planning. I'll go for diplomatic league. And we're also going to go for a Gogi so that I can make my troops just a little bit quicker. Not that I'm predicting I'm going to need it. Let's also make a battering ram. You know, just to be careful, to be safe. Machinery, crossbows. Again, that might come in quite handy. Now we've got a battering ram being finished. After that, we'll get a siege tower. Again, good to have both. You'll have to just trust me on that one. Oh, it just spawned me the siege tower, upgraded it. Fine. The game saw through my plan there. Never mind. Let's make some more settlers. Kill some more attempt to kill some more barb camps. It doesn't matter. I don't need the era score. We're already at 46 out of 25. That's always a good indication that something is going well. Don't bother going for 20% production when you already have 100%. It's a 0 bonus. You might as well just go for the actual 3 builder, which is useful. There's Etamananki. 2 science and 1 production to all marsh tiles, and then 1 science and 1 production to all the floodplain tiles in this city, thus making this city an absolute juggernaut. Palgum, get that sorted quickly. Thank you. There's city number 4 with some iron right off the bat. You may notice my army is starting to move north on turn 33. You would not be mistaken on that front. With Babylon, it's not about quantity, it's about quality, and the fact that we've already got Strategos in. You'll also notice my iron per turn is starting to increase quite rapidly as well. Again, I'm sure it's all entirely coincidental. Ignore the fact that I'm stockpiling gold. I think Pingala in my Etamananki city would be good now. Palgum, look at these tiles. No one does Etamananki better than Babylon. Man-at-Arms. Well, that's a powerful unit, don't you think? Oh yes, it certainly is. Gonna start this city war off. I'll lose a tiny bit of culture doing this, but my archers are set up nicely here just to do a little bit of damage whilst I wait for my units behind to heal and for my gold to get picked up, and my trader is now gone all the way that I need them to be. Second man-at-arms. Keep moving my units up. Mohenjo Blammo, you are in the way. That's never healthy for a city-state, is to be in the way of me. All of the things to be in my way. First man-at-arms attack. In fact, let's just change governments quickly. Oligarchy. So discipline is still relatively useful, but I'll pop down a Gogi just in case. No, that's not going to do anything for me. Go maneuver. Urban planning strategist. To be honest, the government doesn't really matter at this stage. Not when you can hit like that. Oh, big attacks. Big attacks. Shipbuilding. Done. Let's work on celestial navigation now. All the while, my man-at-arms makes its way through. Give you battle cry. Move you into there. Got 2 now in, and yep, we got the +4 from oligarchy. Just helps, you know. And actually, there's my first crossbow. My 5th city on the coast. It's already got some very good tiles. Ancient era ends in 6 turns, by the way, so don't let this get carried away. I'm sure there's probably still a long way to go, except there really isn't. Attack and attack. Lovely. Keep moving forward, friends. Keep moving forward. You know what? I think I am going to make a second workshop for some strange reason. Who knows why, hey? So this city's going to build an aqueduct. The aqueduct is going going to unlock the armory. Then I'll build an armory, and that'll unlock muskets. See where we're going with this? See where we're going? We're rushing some very, very powerful units here. Another flood. What is it with this game and floods? Honestly, it's all on fire yet again. No matter, Mohenjo is mine. Should we take Samarkand as well for the loyalty? Or do I charge straight through to Kublai? I think, to be honest, going straight through to Kublai could be the move here. So we'll keep heading forwards. Military engineering. Did I get any niter? There's some there. I missed some there. Okay, yes, so we did. In fact, I can just immediately get some in. Oh, well, look at that. Isn't that just wonderful? The answer is yes. Yes, it is absolutely just wonderful. I don't think I'm even going to stay to heal. We're just going to keep charging forward. Sell some horses, because as much as horses are good, I do like my sources of horses. It's better to have more man-at-arms, don't you think? Kublai is just like, who are you? And why have you got so many troops? And why are they so powerful? And I'm like, don't worry about me. I'm just robot Babylon. That's what we do. It's our entire thing. We've got the commercial hub finished. We've got encampment finished. And it's just all the buildings that come through with it. Babylon starts so quickly. Let's get the armory. I'm going to also claim Nazca in case I want to put any beautiful Nazca lines down on my deserts, which I kind of do. Just sounds like a lot of fun. Ah, equestrian orders. There we go. That's the card we wanted, as well as conscription. Yep, no, we can go to war if you like. He asked me to go to war. I clearly didn't want war. You know, I was peaceful. How many cities has he got at the moment? 4 to my 7. We'll take that. That's a good ratio. So we're going to see a little bit of resistance. But to be honest with you, not a huge amount, and nothing we're not ready for. Pyramids. They did get built really quickly. I was actually after those myself. Highly disappointing. I was like, how dare you? Do I have any trade routes that have more than 3 gold? No, I don't. I might as well send some routes back to Babylon then, unless I want to start making this. You know what? I'm actually going to make this route. That'd be nice and quick for me. Diplomatic quarter is also finished. And the odd little bit of damage being taken here and there. But my golden age will help with this massively. Golden age for Kublai. That's annoying. We don't need 3 inquiry because we're getting all the boosts we need. Monumentality would let me get some builders. Exodus of Evangelists gets me a religion quicker. Let's go for the religion. Tiny passive bonuses that help. There's the first city taken. How bad is this loyalty? Pretty bad. Liang, get over. All you need to do is just hold it for a little bit. Just long enough for me to trade a few items here and there. For instance, there's another man-at-arms. Gunpowder. Now we have muskets. As soon as I get a second crossbow, we'll have bombards as well. Handan, the next city. And yeah, we're just going to hit it immediately whilst crossing over. Beijing. Very good. Good to know where all of these things are. Move the units up. Fire. Counterattack. I think we have this sorted. So the armory is finished there. Second workshop finished. Now we have a source of coal. Yep, that's right. Coal. Mari, I need a factory. Don't you love it when you get to coal at this early stage of the game? It also makes mines even better, which is, I think, probably the secretly best thing about this. Profit. What religion is best? I've only got 1 holy site, so I don't think many of them are going to be very useful for me. Let's be truly AI here and go warrior monks just to make sure we're really, really laying down our feeling of supremacy. What else does the AI go for? Missionary zeal. Yeah, 2 absolutely pointless choices for you there. I like it. 1 attack, 2 attack, and 3. Handan falls. -9. Loyal. Hey, look, it's all good. If it's loyal, and it's basically mine already. Beijing. Take this city. We'll take Longji. It's only turning 50, by the way. Just to keep that in mind, it's only turned 50. There is quite some way to go in this one. And yes, this is a bunch of horsemen. I am making more troops now. I feel like you can't have enough. Well, bam. Beijing's mine. Well, that was effective. It's only turned 52. Best go and do another little invasion, especially as we've got a lot of niter now, so I can start to upgrade to muskets. We've just got to kill units with a knight, which we're not a million miles away. Feudalism is only 6 turns away, which is good because feudalism will give us knights, and well, I'm working on some heavy chariots. That'll use all of my iron. Imagine if the AI did this. Imagine if the AI actually fought ahead. Would be both terrifying and wonderful at the same time. Oh, a great general. Oh, amazing. There you go. City number 11. Sprawling Empire on turn 52. Of course. Totally normal. Absolutely balanced in every way. So as a reminder, 5 turns. Then we're making knights with all of the heavy chariots. We also want to be upgrading a second crossbow and also making 2 trebuchets. Once we get 2 trebuchets, making 2 forts, and then that gives us field cannons and cuirasses. I'm tempted to run with these rather than knights. I don't know at the moment. Maybe we'll just have to see which way the wind blows for us, eh? Can we finish this war this this turn? I like to think the answer to that is yes. Leave me to my sorrow. You know what I think I will? I'm the AI. I'm heartless. I'm cold. I now have a bunch of extra cities, beautiful, and more barbs. What is it about this particular game and just an onslaught of barbarians? It's funny that every single new city just immediately goes to build a Palgum. You get to do nothing else. That is all you get to do in this game. Who do we go for first? This is a pretty easy to hold city. It's a good staging post. We take the city, we upgrade all our units, and we go into Hungary from there. Canada is never going to attack us. Canada will never ever do anything that resembles violent action. We take our time with Canada. I think that's the best way. Look at this Pingala city. So much food in production. It's absolutely nonsensical. You really do love to see it. Did you think I'd forgotten as well about Nazca lines? No. Gonna start popping those down on our useless flat desert tiles. A beautiful campus. Is that really a 2 turns hanging garden? 2 turns. Always very tempting. We're just waiting on a Theodore at the moment. Then I probably should, although, again, the Colosseum is quite tempting. This is such a useful trader. In 2 turns, it'll have demolished all of the hills and woods on the way between me and Hungary. That is very much making this little invasion easier, especially because it counts as industrial road. I love that. That is so excessive. As usual, the barbarians are proving more of a nuisance than the actual AI is, but no matter. We'll find a way to deal with all of this. Feudalism. Yes, knights. Oh, I timed that badly. Well, apparently we're hard building 1 knight. Build a 2nd trebuchet. With feudalism done, we can now go for mercenaries to be able to upgrade all of my units on the cheap. Actually picking something to research is really tricky because I'm gonna get all this stuff anyway. I mean, castles is probably the most important one that I need to get soon. These Nazca lines though, these are getting pretty tasty. All this extra production is very nice. I'm gonna spend a lot of money before we get to mercenaries to upgrade the 1st knight, because if I can kill the barb camp with this, that will give me military science for 3. Coal power plant as well. Yes, we're already on coal power. Don't think about it too hard. Just typical AI Babylon things. Speaking of the kill with the knight, there it is. Bam, military science, cavalry, line infantry. It's a lot of very useful kit. My army is being totally waylaid here. Attacking and killing barbarians. I really should be sending it against Hungary. Yeah, don't get distracted, Ursa. Don't get distracted. He says, getting distracted. Siege tactics. There is the beautiful trebuchet. Now we need to get any city with an encampment, this one, to build the military engineer. Got a knight that's just been made. Look at all this knight swarm. Lots and lots of units here. Now we're charging Hungary. 2 forts equals a cuirassier. There is a Theodore. Theodore can help to build mausoleum, I think. Yeah, that's going to be the best thing for you. Mercenaries. Super cheap upgrades. That's exactly what we want to see. Urban planning has been useful, but now retinues and professional army are going to be the cards that I would like. Don't forget, the initial taking of this city from Hungary should be easy enough. The follow-up is important, and upgrading all of our troops is absolutely going to be the thing that wins us this game. Not that as Babylon we have any problems winning the game, but you know what I mean. Samarkand has been taken over. And to think I was going to destroy that city. Oh well, I shall allow you to live for now. Immediately, Bologna is seized from me. Never mind. What sciences are we working on at the moment? So we've obviously got the 2 forts. We need the crossbows. That will happen once we take this city from Hungary. Trader actually has now made it all the way as well. Don't mind me. The formal war is here. Surely you had to know this was going to happen. I get the feeling he secretly did know. We've got 2 knights in play. 1 attack, and then this one's already across the river. 2 attacks. We are loyal. Got the cards in. Liang, you can go and keep the city safe just for now. And let's get our reinforcements in. I'm even using scouts. This is embarrassing for everyone involved, including me. Fort number 1. Next turn. Next turn. These knights are going to be frighteningly powerful. Oh, come on. Huge snowstorm is just ripping apart everything that I've just built. Everything. Don't do that. Dear, oh dear. Anyway, ballistics. 1 upgrade there. 2 upgrades. And line infantry as well. Okay. Suddenly quite a powerful ensemble of creatures and units and general chaos. So Hungary has belatedly increased the city strength to 31. Oh no, you say. Not 31. Please, anything but 31. And to that I say I totally agree. We're going to have to send out the appropriately disgusting troops, but luckily I have quite a few of them. 2nd Great General. We use this Great General to shuttle pull our trebuchets to the front line just a little bit quicker. Great generals and industrial roads, by the way, make a huge difference, because if I have 2 movement, I can only move 2 tiles, but if I've got 3 movement, I can move 4 tiles. So they literally double movement on these roads. Very important to have. Oh, the storm ripped apart all of the forts that I just built. Oh, well, that's just mean. I think I'm going to manually build steel up now. Yes, artillery. That could be fun. Although there is one that is flight, right? We can go to industrial era or later wonders. I could rush Ruhr Valley. That's also not a bad idea. Maybe I'll do that. We've got a few charges of Isildur left. It's the fan favorite tactic, and I don't blame it. Coal power. Now we have oil under my Nazca line. Come on. I don't want to replace my Nazca line. That's boring. Okay, the city is now sieged. We have no siege equipment because our siege equipment takes about 7 million years to meet the front line, but it doesn't matter. 1, 2, and 3. We're so powerful compared to the city. We're just going to hit it because we don't take any damage. Always totally and wonderfully balanced in every single way. Attack and attack. Next one falls. Liang, move across. And oh look, we can upgrade another beautiful, wonderful city and start overrunning their troops with horses. Totally normal. Buddha actually has taken some damage, either from barbs or from floods. I haven't quite worked that out, but we're just going to start throwing things now. Here we go. Here we go. With great speed and vigor. I feel like we haven't had many techs recently. National parks, privateers, all of this is locked behind culture. Shipyards, if I build 2 of those, I can get steam power, and I can use steam power to get advanced ballistics. We're working on plastics at the moment as well to aerodynamics. There's a lot of stuff locked behind a wonder. 17 turns on Ruhr Valley. Go on, then. Oh no, 15. I do apologize. Go on, Isildur. I don't think Isildur was designed to rush Ruhr Valley, but here we are. Go on. Put the pressure on. I know my units are taking damage, but we're doing so much damage, and that's what matters. You know, I realized I used Isildur the turn before Mausoleum was finished. What an umpty. Poor Mausoleum. Poor Isildur, I should say. He didn't get to do everything that he should have done as Buttress. Oh, I feel for him. I feel for him. 300 gold I just harvested from that beautiful, beautiful tile. We'll get the dam down. 300 gold is going to become very useful when we upgrade of all our units. Ursa takes this city. Excellent. Loyalty's good once I move Victor in. And what do we reckon? More upgrades? Yes, more upgrades. There's replaceable parts. Now I've got infantry. Wouldn't that be good if I had a source of oil coming in soon? Oh wait, I do. Knight, attack, line infantry? Oh yeah, that's good damage. Guess we probably should get the denouncement in on Canada. I know we've got to actually plan ahead here. This attack is going a little bit faster than maybe I had suspected it might. Hanging Gardens was built in 2 turns. City growth, 15% increase. That just seems like the sort of Deity thing to do. Look how much production I have in this city. 108. I haven't even got an industrial zone. Oh, I could get a nice +4 though, but nope. I shall wait. We should build up slowly. Oil well gives me plastic and spec ops. That is a powerful unit, the spec op. Is that Buddha? It is Buddha. That is Buddha full. And this is cavalry. So much oil. It's a cheap upgrade as well, yeah. I'm gonna focus on upgrading my extra movement units. Bam. Oh, these things are so powerful. Oh no, a missionary. Oh, we're going to get converted. What a shame that would be, hey? Oh wait, no, we haven't got to worry about anything like that at all, because here comes the infantry. Oh, how was that not a kill? How was that not a kill? I don't know. Don't think about it too hard. Just accept the game hates you. It's easier that way. Don't blame your own mistakes, just blame the game. Oh, I had the siege tower and I forgot to move it in. Okay, I think we could have just killed that instantaneously. Never mind. Look, Babylon is so ridiculously powerful, I have kind of forgotten to do a lot of the usual things like, you know, planning. Military academy built. Divine right. It gives me monarchy. Look at all of these things that I could be using. Conscription, retinue, professional army. All of that is pretty handy. I will go for charismatic leader and Gothic architecture. The 15% production on wonders basically does nothing, but it's like a little bit of stuff. Second source of oil, by the way. Delightful. 2 shipyards. We're getting these done for steam power. Steam power will unlock steel. And that's eager. Eager is gone. Turn 73. We're charging our infantry army into a 28 strength Canada. What could go wrong with this? To be honest, it's just an exercise in speed now. How quickly can we move? Can we get here before Canada is able to actually put any sort of defense up? You know, I'm not talking about a defense that will actually stop us. I'm genuinely mean like any sort of defense. Quite fascinating, really. Is Canada in a dark age, by the way? No, a normal age. I guess that's fine. Don't give me that stroppy face. Come on, you knew this was coming. Let's see how prepared for it you were. Doesn't look like you were that prepared for it. As I build another perfect theatre square, it's quite good to really compare to just how powerful Babylon could be under the AI when we compare to Canada, because Canada is under Deity AI and only has 4 cities. Hungary only had 5. We're now on 17, and we're well into the atomic era. In fact, there's stuff that we could do up here that would make this incredibly quick. I really want to get 3 tanks. Tanks are what I'm trying to unlock, but that's artifacts, and well, I'm going as quickly as I can to humanism, but our culture's a bit low at the moment. Oh, look, an actual great scientist. Gee, that gives us education. Actually, that's quite funny because we were waiting on some stuff for education, like university next to a mountain. We'll go do that quickly. Thank you very much. Here come the trebuchets. Attack, remove most of the wall. Attack, remove the other most of the wall. Then comes the Ursa. These things are damaged. I haven't had time to heal them since the last fight, but I think that's okay because, oh yeah, look at this. We've got plenty of reinforcements. Toronto falls. How badly the loyalty going to pull on this? Minus 22. Victor will keep this city safe for 3 turns. Excellent. That's all I need. These are my really, really injured units. But you know what? They're absolutely strong enough to kill Hamilton. Excellent. Loyalty again, looking pretty bad. But I have 2 governors that just keep coming in and picking up after everyone else. Oh, Halifax. Don't appear to have any walls. It's a little bit of a shame, isn't it? Astronomy. That'll be the university next to a mountain. Would you now kill a unit with a musket? Is probably the best thing to work on because I upgraded way beyond a musket ages ago. Whoopsie. Halifax falls. Oh, go on then, Magnus. You can come over as well. He wants to see the front line. Who am I to deprive Magnus of the front line? Ottawa. And the walls are half gone. Tune in next time to see if the rest of the walls can survive. Hint, they can't. There is actual army here though. There are a bunch of catapults. I mean, they can't survive hits from my very powerful units, but they do exist. Mashy Pishy. You know, I wasn't going to play as Deity AI and not build this. It just was necessary. My first admiral. Well, you know, I feel like we probably are going to be able to finish this one on this turn. If we get this right. Ottawa is removed of its walls. Oh yeah, no, this is going to be fine. Look at that. And we run turn 78. Babylon gets a domination victory. And we're probably only about, I would say, 6 turns away from tanks. Just to put it in context. The unit captured screen of fortune because we won the game. Wasn't just a unit I took from you, Canada. I took Canada. Pretty bad Neville Chamberlain. Why do I always get Neville Chamberlain in really, really quick domination victories? I guess peace in your time sort of makes sense, doesn't it? Buildings, a lot of them. Cities, a lot. Founded, quite a few. Districts, a lot. Great people, even more. Combats, I was nothing but combative. Though admittedly, Canada actually had a lot more combat in the early game. I took the culture lead on turn 3 or 4. I took the faith lead on about turn 25. The science lead I didn't take until turn 35. Dear oh dear, poor from old Babylon. It was at minus 10% penalty, I tell you. And the score lead I was winning by turn 10. We founded our religion a couple of turns after the AI and wonders constructed. Hey look, 4. And thus, we have to reflect on this game and the lessons learned. What was I trying to really show you this game? Because yes, we all know if I play with deity bonuses, it gets a little out of hand. And some people like to say, Ursa, if you're playing with deity bonuses and the AI is playing with deity bonuses, doesn't it just mean you're playing on Warlord or Prince difficulty when no one has any bonuses at all? No, it does not, because if you have 100% production and all of the bonus yields, including basically a modifier that eliminates Babylon's science penalty, Babylon is broken beyond repair. We're on turn 78 and I have 42 technologies. I am basically now limited by the fact that I cannot get all of these Eurekas because they are locked behind culture, because I didn't go heavy enough on culture, and that's my bad. I will readily admit that I am not the best Babylon player out there. After all, I didn't actually rate Babylon very highly in my guide. I'll never live that one down. What I'm trying to say is that Babylon with deity bonuses could and should be nightmare fuel. We should be so much more scared of Babylon than we currently are. Yes, sure, if we come across the deity AI playing as Babylon, sometimes they can have games that just go completely off the rails, but they don't often. Maybe that's just a reflection on the AI in general. We know that Civ 6 AI has been handicapped. We know that it is, of a lot of Civ games, probably one of the weaker sets. We know that AI is one of the things in Civ 7 we hope and pray will be a lot better, but this actually quantifies, probably for the first time on this channel, just what sort of discrepancy there is between how the AI plays Babylon and how we play play Babylon. On turn 78, we're already at 100, 100, 100. And to be honest with you, I'm not very far off rocketry. I mean, most of my cities haven't even bothered to build campuses. That's how little campus focus we've had up until this point. I think I would win a science victory by turn 150. Absolute nightmare fuel. So next time you find yourself complaining about Babylon being overpowered, just remember, it could be a whole lot worse. That was a lot of fun. Some very serious, normal, sensible, difficult games to come on the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Remember, on Discord, you can find this save file, all the mods you need to play it. There's almost 20,000 wonderful people now on Discord. It's absolutely nuts to say. I hope you've enjoyed this series, something a little bit different. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time, because I'm off. Goodbye! And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Clint Hennis, The Nickerman, Daddy Bear Todd, Toon General, Civilized, Kappa Yobby Virani, The Uncivil Engineer, Lillian, Radiatore, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Skeptical Bear, Cinnamon Beard, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Dr. Bobby, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman, Indigenous 68, Technology Poet, Teddy's Ursa, Zaf, Barnaby Rex, Charlie Bears, Flying Dutch Burbs, Nate the Great, Alex Frost, Mean Penguin, Interplanet Janet, Frankincense Battlezord, Bookaluk 79, Bob Loblaw, Davalex, Geography Teacher, Juvara, Hal Carnassus, Morax, Sinikush, Echo Bear, Deja Fu, Kovuwu, Legally Trash, Is This Live, Twin Cam Inferno, Martin S, Minnow, Sorted Dutch, Rad Bickley, Shadow of Gaia, Flower Power Bear, Poppy Dude. Thank you everyone for your support. Goodbye!